Back here, a passenger train connecting Duluth to the Twin Cities officially has the thumbs up from the state. The Transportation Omnibus Bill finalized $194 million for the Northern Lights Express this weekend. Now, according to MnDOT, NLX will cost about $544 million. The transportation bill would provide 20% of the funding needed for the project, triggering the remaining 80% to come from the federal government. The train would make 4 round trips per day between the depot and Target Field. A one-way trip will cost you $30 to $35. Amtrak would operate the route on existing BNSF train tracks.
This is a train that will change everything. You have Duluth as a tourist destination. Where do our tourists come from? Over 70% from the 7-county metro area.
Governor Walz is expected to sign the bill. NLX should be ready by 2026.